Yes, start. In Sharma versus Sharma 1979 for SCC 389, this court answered in affirmative the question whether the High Court can review an order passed under Article 226 of the Constitution and proceeded to observe SCC page 390 para 3, but there are definitive limits to the exercise of the power of review. Stop. The power of review may be exercised on the discovery of new and important matter or evidence which, after the exercise of due diligence, was not within the knowledge of the person seeking the review or could not be produced by him at the time when the order was made. It may be exercised where some mistake or error apparent on the face of the record is found. It may also be exercised on any analogous ground. Stop. But it may not be exercised on the ground that the decision was erroneous on merits. Stop. That would be the province of a court of appeal. Stop. A power of review is not to be confused with appellate powers, which may enable an appellate court to correct all manner of errors committed by the subordinate court. Stop. Under Order 47, Rule 1 CPC, a judgment may be open to review inter alia if there is a mistake or an error apparent on the face of the record. Stop. An error which is not self-evident and has to be detected by a process of reasoning can hardly be said to be an error apparent on the face of the record, justifying the court to exercise its power of review under Order 47, Rule 1 CPC. Full stop. In exercise of the jurisdiction under Order 47, Rule 1 CPC, it is not permissible for an erroneous decision to be reheard and corrected. Stop. A review petition, it must be remembered, has a limited purpose and cannot be allowed to be an appeal in disguise. Stop. In view of the aforesaid facts, reasons, and judicial pronouncements, we see no reason to entertain this review petition, as there is no error, much less an error apparent on the face of the record in our order dated 29th July 2020 in WPC number 4695/2020. Stop. The review petition is accordingly dismissed. Stop para. Issue such other writ, order, direction, and further orders as the Honorable Court may deem just and proper in the facts and circumstances of the case. Stop. Having heard the learned counsel for both sides and looking to the facts and circumstances of the case, it appears that the petitioner is an importer of satellite viewing cards and others parts of set-up boxes. Stop. A show cause notice was issued on 18/7/2018 based upon the allegation by the department that there was a misclassification by the petitioner. Stop. The classification claimed by the petitioner is CH85235290, whereas the say of the department is that this is not the correct classification. Stop. As per the department, the correct classification is CH85299090. Stop para. On the basis of the aforesaid aspects of the matter, the show cause notice was issued on 18/10/2018. Stop. The said show cause notice was adjudicated upon by the competent authorities under the Customs Act 1962. Stop. Order in original was passed by the respondents on 28/4/2020, which is annexed as Annexure P1 to the memo of this writ petition stop. Similarly, for another show cause notice dated 10/1/2019, which was also adjudicated upon the order in original, was passed on 27/4/2020 stop. Both the aforesaid orders in originals are appealable orders under Section 129A of the Customs Act 1962 stop. Previously, prior to amendments of the statute, applications for waiver number 2